All right, Chris, and we want to go back to the House of Commons where the debate continues on Iraq. Let's listen in for just a moment.
And I know that some analysis is being conducted as to its origins and authenticity, but I'm not in a position at this stage to comment further. As far as Turkey is concerned, Turkey is offering assistance. Clearly, we hope that Turkey would offer more help in coalition operations. That is something that we continue to discuss with Turkey.
Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Further to the question asked by my honourable friend, the member for Cambridgeshire South East, has the Secretary of State given any guidance, or does he plan to give any guidance to British news organisations that plan to maintain correspondence in Baghdad even after a state of war will exist between our two countries?
Guidance is given by the government and general advice given to news media about the safety and security of their correspondence in Baghdad. I think above all else, though, what we would be looking for is the necessary objectivity from those organisations, in particular the fact that they are operating under very considerable restrictions. Some correspondents do make that point, that they're not allowed to see all that they would want, they're not allowed to go where they would choose to go to in order to report objectively what is taking place. I think providing correspondents make that qualification, then clearly their safety and security is a matter for their employers, ultimately.
Hamilton.
Mr. Speaker, as one who was a minority on Tuesday, I believe it was the first time that this House collectively made a decision, not the Prime Minister, but this House. I therefore believe it is binding on all members to accept that that was the decision it was taking, as much as I disagree with that decision. My question is quite a simple one. I don't agree that we should be seeing everything come through on the media. I believe that ministers are right to make the statement. They will come to the House and make that statement. Will the House adjust its hours, because we finish 2 days a week at 7 o'clock, we don't sit on a Friday? Will the House adjust its hours to accommodate that? Because I believe the members of the public would wish that of their MPs to be here.
I'm relieved to say that, given my other responsibilities at the moment, that is not actually a matter for me. I'll come to that question in a second, when I've thought of the answer. In providing an opportunity for the House to properly debate these important events, can I remind my honourable friend that the government did make available 3 further hours to give more right honourable and honourable members the opportunity of addressing these matters in Tuesday's debate. But I'm sure that my honourable friend, the member for Exeter, who will shortly be taking business questions, will be able to give a much fuller and more detailed answer to that question.
And a moment of levity amid a very serious situation, a briefing and a question and answer session in the House of Commons by essentially the Defence Secretary there. And we heard earlier from Jack Straw, and he is on his way to a meeting of the EU. Now, these are the skies over Kuwait City at this hour, where there has been an extreme amount of tension. You can actually see on the roads how very little traffic there is. The city is just about deserted, although the few people who we have actually seen walking around don't have any defenses against any sort of chemical or biological attacks. We have not seen them as we have in, say, Tel Aviv, carrying around gas masks, but there have been sirens sounding multiple times throughout the day, and certainly our correspondents and our crews who are there on the roof overlooking Kuwait City, about 9 stories up, have been donning those gas masks on and off for hours now.